Alright folks, welcome back to another portion of the show. No, really, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. Do you know that if a brace comes loose in your acoustic guitar, you should get that fixed? And I mean get it fixed right away. People puts it off often. They just think, well, I got a loose brace, I'll get it fixed or I'll take it to somebody. But you should, as soon as you see it or realize it's loose, you should take that guitar and get it fixed as fast as you possibly can. Between the time you take it, between the time you discover it being loose and the time you do take it to get it fixed, try to keep it within the humidity levels that the guitar has lived most of its life in. Now, a lot of things can happen if you don't do that or you wait. I've had guitars come in here before that have a loose brace, like on one end. This one's got a loose brace. I'll show you in a minute and talk to you about it. I've had them come in before, guitars with a loose brace on one end, be it the back or the top, and you can see a footprint where the brace is pulled away, say from the top, and you can see a footprint on the top where the brace goes back in. Or when you shove the brace back down to glue it back, it don't line up with the footprint. This is very bad. That tells me that the humidity, moisture content of the wood in that guitar has changed since that brace came loose. Maybe it's what caused it to come loose. With a loose brace, you know, the wood tends to collect moisture and swell up, you know, and that'll move the footprint, or it will dry out and shrink, and that will move it doesn't actually move the footprint, it moves the brace and the footprint, I guess both. They don't line up right, and this is very bad. You could glue it back. I know a lot of luthiers that just glue them back, and later on in years, when the owner gets the guitar humidity levels back to normal, the brace can either break or come loose again, or other very bad things can start happening to your guitar. This is a quick clip tip, by the way, so it ain't going to be very long. Man, I'm sweating like a pig. It's hot and humid here. I got to get the air conditioning serviced. Anyway, y'all, forget that. I'll get it done. And that's very bad. If that's not glued back in that footprint, and you return the guitar's humidity levels to what it has lived all of its life, then, you know, that can cause very bad things to happen. You should try to get the guitar back within that humidity level and then glue the brace down, because eventually it'll line up with the footprint again. Or you might have to dry it out to get it to line up, and glue it and then raise the humidity levels very slowly, I might add. If it's that much, if it's very much. But here's the guitar I've been telling you all about. It's a very old guitar. I've got one of those things on it. I can't think what it's called right now on the peg head. Wow, brain's shot. This is a almost 50-year-old, and it's got a loose brace in it. It's a 1970 Gibson Dove. I've had it on the channel before. I don't know if you can see all the cracks in the finish with those lights glaring in it or not. It's in pretty good shape actually to be that old, but the finish is cracked like a mirror shattered. I mean, it is bad. You recognize that? Yeah, I went ahead and put one on it and left it on there. Look how well the strings come out of the nut, straight as an arrow. And it did help it from binding up in the nut. That nut's from the factory, and it had some problems with the strings binding up in it, so I put that on there. So anyways, it's got a loose brace in it. Now this is a guitar I mentioned before. I told you all that had a story behind it. I'm not going to tell you the story on this because it's a quick clip tip. I'm going to save the story for when we repair the brace, and it's going to be real soon. Anyways, it's a unique story. You'll probably want to hear that and like it. You old subscribers, I know you've heard it already, and you already know about it, if you remember. Or you can go back and watch that video, I guess, or a series of videos. I can't remember how many videos it was on this guitar, but I have had this guitar on here before, on this channel. Anyways, it's got a loose brace. I got the strings loose. I've already looked around a little bit in there, but I want to get in there and look at the top braces better. I don't know if you'll be able to hear this or not. Well, hold on. I got a better idea. I just stuck a piece of foam in there to keep those strings from rattling. Now, maybe you can hear it now. a lot better when I tap the back because it's a back brace. I can hear it a little bit there. Sticky piece of foam between the fretboard and strings, and you won't get any excessive noise from the strings then. All you'll be hearing is braces. Right there. I don't know if the camera's going to get this or not. It's not very bad. You can't hear the buzzing very bad, but I can hear it here. It's one, two, third brace back, and that's where it's loose at. This end, it's about right in there. About right in there is where the brace is, and that's where it's loose. This whole half of it is loose. So we're going to look at that very close and see if there's a footprint under the loose brace. It's raised up. It ain't very high really, but I can pull it up a little bit and I'll be able to see in there if there's a footprint there or not. On old guitars like this, usually almost always there are. Now I know this guitar has been kept well humidified within the 45 to 55%, the biggest part of its life, and most certainly the last 25 or 30 years. I know that to be a fact, and it's humidified now between 45 and 55%, though I'll check it before I glue it. But we want to make sure that that brace, if we can see the footprint, lines up with the footprint exactly, and while it's under normal humidification, that it's lived under most of its life, like I said. Now, getting back to waiting on getting it fixed. Your guitar, the wood can swell up, and if you take that to a luthier with it swelled up, chances are, if it's got more humidity content in the wood than it normally has, chances are that footprint's not going to line up with the brace. Whether it's over humidified or under humidified, chances are it's not going to line up with the brace. You should line it up as much as you can by humidifying it or drying it out before you glue the brace back. Don't just go in there and put a clamp in there and glue it and put it back without checking any of that stuff, because it happens, folks. I've seen it for years. If you have an acoustic guitar and you notice the brace is loose in it, wow, take that guitar as quickly as you can get it fixed. Take it and get it fixed, because under string tension, and that's another thing, if you discover you got a loose brace or think you have, you should take the string tension off of the guitar completely, like I have here. Because with that stress being put on there and a loose brace, that can cause other braces to come loose. It can change the the dynamics. That ain't the word I'm looking for, but maybe you get what I'm talking about. The form of the guitar can change under stress and pull other braces, make them loose if you leave it too long, and sometimes it'll do it anyways in a very short period of time. So that's the quick clip tip for you. I hope it helps you out, and I hope you save your guitar, or save a guitar before it comes apart. Remember those tips, and I think a quick clip tip will do you good. Alright, talking about eczema and psoriasis. A lot of y'all asking me about that again. Well, you can see it's coming back again. I got that medicine shit all over me right now. I ran out of those pills, and the same as before, it's coming back. It's coming back very slowly, but it is coming back. I think a video or two ago, it was only here and here. Well, now you can see it's all everywhere again. My eyes are swelled up. Wow, man. I'm thinking about dropping all these quack damn doctors and getting rid of this on my own. Do my own thing, see it through, and be done with this, man. I mean, this started right after I was in the hospital in December. Yeah, I guess it was around January. It's almost been 6 months, man. I put the whole winter in burning like tingling like I'm against a wood stove or something. It's getting that way again now. Just miserable. I hope it don't get that bad again, but we'll see. I go see the doctor again, the specialist, the end of this month. This is May. I don't know when you'll see this, but anyways, that's going to be the last visit. If he can't do something, you know, to get rid of this stuff, to help me. This is just driving me nuts. And I'm just driving y'all nuts, me talking about it, so I ain't going to mention it no more. unless you ask. Anyways, that's why I look like this, why I'm back in the wife beaters. And probably will be for a while again. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's coming back, man, big time. It don't show up very good in the camera. Yeah, I think you can see it. So anyways, that's just catch you up on what's going on, and I'll keep you informed if you want to know what happens after the last doctor visit. Like I say, I'm going to go one more time, and if he don't do something about this, or give me enough pills to take it long enough until it is completely gone, that's all the doctor and I'm going to do with this. I'm going to take it in my own hands, manage it myself, watch and see. I'll get rid of it because it's fighting me tooth and nail right now, and that's what I'm going to do to it. Well, I've been kind of doing that, but not like I'm going to if the doctors can't fix it. Alright, enough of that crap. Loosen the stress on your guitar as soon as you discover a loose brace. Take that guitar as quickly as you can find someone to fix it or fix it yourself. Know the facts about the footprint. The brace may or may not. Newer guitars, they're very hard to see if they're even there at all. And braces, yes, do come loose on new guitars. But follow those rules, you shouldn't have any trouble. Thanks for watching, folks. Thanks for keeping it here through all the shit. And if I live, I'll see you next time. Cheers. Woo! The boogity bop.